Howdy everybody, welcome to another episode of Electrical Code Academy. My name is Paul Abernathy and welcome to the stream. On today's episode, we're going to take a sneak peek at the differences between the Fast Trax Black program, which is the most widely used program out there for exam preparation. And we literally have hundreds and hundreds of students being successful at passing their exam using our Fast Trax Black program. In fact, I get emails every day from students who have been successful in our program. But we also have this new Fast Trax Plus coming out as of July 22nd, 2022. So we want to talk about the differences in the two because we're going to have both programs. Both programs are going to be available. Think of it this way. The Fast Trax Black is a very intensive program. It works you through 19 units. You come to Wednesday night sessions if you need some clarification on anything you're working on. That is very much about reading and understanding the material. The Fast Trax Plus is going to be all that, plus we're going to give you the subscription to our exclusive membership for an entire year. We're going to roll that into the program because there are a lot of students out there that want to also have videos and some podcasts on certain lessons. So as we expand the Fast Trax Plus, we'll be constantly adding new videos to that. And you will have access to that as a Fast Trax Plus student. But of course, if you want to use the normal course, which again has been wildly successful, very successful for thousands of people, then you want the Fast Trax Black program. Okay, so it's just kind of a looking. Now, real quick, before I go into what the Fast Trax Black is, I want to show you what the Plus is. Okay, because it's easier to get the Plus part out of the way. Okay. So here's the Plus. Okay, so you're on our website. Okay, I'm not logged in, so I want you to see what you see here. So when you come here, you'll have subscription. Now, subscription typically is for our monthly or annual service where you can get in and get access to all of our videos. Okay, and so all the podcasts. You also can get access to exclusive mini courses that are only available to subscribers, right? Now, once you have that subscription, I'll show you what that's like. When you click on subscription, you're going to be confronted with two options, $9.99 or $119. This is for the year. This is per month. Cancel at any time. This is the same as this, except for you're paying all of it up front, and you get that access for an entire year. Now, in the members only area, you'll see that you have to log in order to be able to join. Okay. And also under here, you'll see there's another tab called training videos. Now, we have a lot of videos in our members only area, but we're slowly adding new videos also under the training videos. Now, one of the key differences is that the training videos are also available on our mobile app. So you want to make sure that you download our mobile app, which is available at www.necchat.com, and you can get that mobile app. Now, of course, you can see right on the screen, you can download it from right here if you want. Save yourself a step. Just so much easier. Just get that thing on your phone and you can stay in contact with us. So this is what you're going to see. So typically when you want to do members only, you'll click it and you won't be able to get in. Okay. To get in, if you're already a member, if you haven't, you can sign up with an email or use your Facebook or Google account, whatever you want. But to log in, you click log in. And if you've got an email login, you do it. There's mine and I'll log in. Now, once you're logged in, this is what you'll see under the members only area. Okay, what you'll see is all these tabs, these blue buttons, right? And in these blue buttons, you're able to look at all of the content that we have available here. Okay, so this is what's called the exclusive monthly access or the annual subscription. Now, the Fast Trax Plus is going to automatically give you access to all of this. Okay, so you're going to get access because we are starting to create tons and tons of new videos and new content. And we want you to have access, especially if you're a student in our program. Look, you've invested in us. We will help you get to that next level. We're not going to just sell you a book. We're not just going to give you a DVD. We're not going to throw you out there to the wolves. Okay, there's a reason why our students are successful. There's tons of people on the internet that give you questions and answers and all this, but they don't teach you the mentality it takes to be successful. That's what our Fast Trax program is all about. I am your personal mentor through the program. You can come on Wednesday nights and ask any question that you may encounter. Feel free to join us and ask your question. I will explain it to you in a way that you can understand it. That's a bonus. You get that in our programs. So, Fast Trax Plus, you get the Fast Trax program, plus you're getting access to all of our exclusive content. Now, you're probably thinking, well, how extensive is this content? Well, let's do this. So you have all of the broadcasts that we had from Electrician Live. We have a bunch of videos of teaching electrical basics, the basics. We have Fast Trax weekly replays from our Wednesday night sessions. You have podcasts here. You have live streams that we have done. All of the things that we have under our 2020 NEC collection are under this tab. Anything that's under the 2017 collection is under this tab. If you're focused exam prep, you can just live in this tab. But I kind of give you an idea of what we've got. So let's just look under the 2020 real quick. And your tabs are still here. But here you're going to see a lot of videos. Okay. There's our service bonding basics. There's a bunch of videos on grounding, equipment grounding conductors, supply side bonding jumpers, bundling, all kinds of videos all through here. I mean, there's literally tons of them. Here's our transformer series, wiring bedrooms. There's our residential primer. If you're interested in the residential program, that's the kind of our primer into the program. A bunch of other things on the code. So again, just a lot of video content, right? And it just keeps on going, folks. Just keeps on getting it. All right, let's go back up here. So if you're interested in, for example, Electrician Live episodes, you click on that, and there's a bunch of episodes, great episodes of me and Jay under the Electrician Live that you can watch. Exam prep only. Okay, so here you've got a lot. There's that D rating demystified. There's dryer calcs, and there's the transformer series. Okay, raceway fill. All these type of things are all available here. Ampacity adjustments and corrections, motors, pull boxes, range calculations, voltage drop, all kinds of good stuff here, right? There's the D-Rating Demystified 2.0, which we're getting ready to do a new version of that. You got a lot of our sessions from Wednesday night because people love to be the fly on the wall, right? Sitting in on it, hearing the conversations between all of these students, it really can. It's like you're actually sitting in the classroom and watching. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to us. Okay? So there's just a bunch of stuff here. Okay? So they're all here for you. We're constantly adding new ones. Okay? Okay. So that's one aspect of it as far as the exclusive membership. The other aspect of it is, let's see here, I want to get back to it, is what is the, under the members only, what is that little link to the training courses? Okay, so as a Fast Trax Plus student, as well as a monthly or annual subscriber, and remember, with the Fast Trax Plus, you get both, this little tab says training videos, so you click on it and watch what happens. So you get access to any of the new content that's not only available on our phone, which through our app, get our app. Again, you have a lot of companies that do training, but nobody has all of the resources we have, from the videos to the Wednesday night training to the apps on your phone. And it's not just an app that does questions. You can watch videos here. You can chat with us here. You can go to the Sparky Hub here. Everything is integrated into the app. Okay, it's just all there for you. All right, so if you look at it here, let's kind of look at here. So you scroll down and you can watch a preview, but you can see all of these programs that we have here, right? Here's the pull box calculations. Here is the box fill. Here's range calculations. You click it. Here you see the optional method for single family dwellings. It's a multi-part series. Here you see for standard method. You see a bunch of new videos here. We'll walk you through it. Here's a grounding and bonding 4-part series, about 12 hours involved in that. And there's a bunch of other videos here. Some of our coffee hours are here, all that type of thing. So again, that is what this tab is all about right here, okay? And that is available to you if you are a monthly subscriber, or you're an annual subscriber, or if you join us in the Fast Trax Plus program, okay? So that's really what the plus is. It's giving you, enrolling it all into one program so we can add videos, and then the students can get access to these videos. All of that rolled into one thing. That is what we wanted to do with the Fast Trax Plus. So we're excited about it. Now, speaking of which, you might be saying, well, I'm new and I don't understand what the Fast Trax Black program is all about and how it's going to incorporate it into the Fast Trax Plus program. Okay, good question. So let's go on and look at the Fast Trax system and what it'll look like to you. So here's what it'll look like when you log into your system. So you'll have all of these sections, and on the left side, and I'll go on and go there so I can show you what we're looking at here. Down this side right here gives you access to everything. You click this and you'll see your courses and everything right here. Okay, and here I'm under my ECA, which is my test site. This is exactly how you will see it if you're a Fast Trax student. So you get in here, the first thing that you're going to do in your program is it says how to use the Fast Trax program and the error log. So from time to time, we find things that we don't like in the program. We don't write the book, and we do that on purpose because I can obviously create all this content. We utilize an established platform that allows us to be objective and to make corrections that we feel are necessary for the student. And that's what we create, what's called an error log. Now, all these programs in here have a lot of amazing features. We have tons of videos that talk about the different features. But as a Fast Trax student, okay, whether you're in the Fast Trax Black program or you're in the Fast Trax Plus, the programs all work the same when you're in the portal, okay? So you're gonna go to that how to use the Fast Trax program first in your journey right here, and you're going to go right here. It says Fast Trax Program Instructions. You click on that, and the very first thing you're gonna do is watch this video. When you watch that video, it's gonna pull it up, and it's going to show you a video. And this video is going to walk you through all of the little features of the Fast Trax program. And it's going to go way deeper than what I can discuss in this brief video trying to introduce the program, okay? So all of that is available, and that's the very first thing you're going to want to do as a Fast Trax student. You're going to want to watch that, okay? Very first thing you're going to do. All right, so let's go back to the program here. All right, so one of the things that students ask me is, how should I proceed through this program? You should proceed through this program one unit at a time. From the introduction to the NEC, to the definitions, to boxes and enclosures, to cables, to raceways and conductors. Boxes, for example. You've got the reading material, then you're going to do what's called a competency review, then you're going to do an assessment before you move on. You want to make sure you watch any videos that are contained inside of these folders, okay? And you don't need to watch the overview because that's just kind of telling you what you're going to encounter. And we've moved it in here because it's really not necessary because we want you to jump right in. And then, of course, you have some flashcards. And that's one of the features our program has that is unique to our program, is the flashcards. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to move through each unit systematically. And once you finish that unit, let's just do an example here. Let's say we're working through the reading material for boxes and enclosures. So here you see what all's here. You're going to start at the very first one, the introduction. You're going to read it so that you have an understanding of what you're going to achieve at the end of this unit, so that you really know that what I'm looking at here as an objective is what I'm targeting in the course, okay? So you read this information, an introduction, and then you've got great illustrations that call out the different aspects of it, okay? Anytime you see these little chevrons right here, okay? Anytime you see these little blue arrows, you want to stop. Grab your code book. Go read that information. In fact, if you're in a state that allows you to highlight, it wouldn't even hurt you to highlight that information, because many people ask us, how do I know what to highlight? Now, I'm going to tell you right now. We just had a student finish his exam, and he told us, Paul, if you follow that course, you have no problem passing the exam. In fact, he was shocked at how many questions were on his exam that were very similar to what's in our exam. And I am much tougher on you in our program than it is going to be on the exam. And that's because I want to over-prepare you for what you're going to encounter, okay? So we're going to touch all the nuts and bolts. So here's another chevron, and you're going to actually go and stop and read that. So we talk about the boxes, the sizing, box fill. We work you through every piece in here. Now, if the text is too small for you, then you can change the size of the text. Make it a little larger. If you're lazy and you want it to read it to you, then you can highlight it with the left click of your mouse, drag it over it, and then you'll get a pop-up. Let's do that again. Left click and drag over it, and you can have it read you the text. Pretty simple, right? So I'll click it, and hopefully you can be able to hear it. You may or may not be able to hear it, but it is reading it to you.
It is permissible to use the volume marked on a metal box even if it is more than is shown in table 314.16, parenthesis, A, in parentheses.
So I'm not sure whether you heard that or not. I'm not sure if I set it up right because, again, I just did this video quickly, but it literally will read it out loud to you. It really will. And so sometimes people want to see it and they want to hear it. And so this is a good feature that does that, okay? You're going to have a lot of things like when you click on it, little pictures will pop up. A lot of really good graphics that walk you through it. That's the reading is just one feature. Let's say I want to stop right here. I'm just tired. Then you can bookmark it. I can click this bookmark right here. Now, you have some features down the side here. This one right here is called the Study Hub. If you click on the Study Hub, then I can go to bookmarks. And there is the bookmark we just bookmarked right here, and it'll go right to it. And you can pick up where you left off. Okay? So everything has been thought out in the program. You can print any page you want. If you want to print something, you want to print the whole thing, go for it. Now remember, in our Fast Trax program, whether it's the Plus or the Fast Trax Black, you're going to have either option. So if you don't want the videos, just go with the Fast Trax Black. If you want the video access, then go with the Fast Trax Plus after July 22nd of 2022. The videos are powerful, and people have told us they want them, and we're going to continually adding more videos as we go through the year. So they're always available to you. Now, some students say, even after I've got my license, I still go back and watch our videos, all right? Because they keep you fresh. So over here on the right, just to kind of give you some rundowns here, if you're ever in a competency review, and I'm going to show you what those look like in a second, you can always open the full book at any time. Even when you're doing our reviews, you can open the book. I'll show you what that is. Here's where you can change the verbiage. In other words, you can make him speak faster or slower. You can change the voice to a female, Australian, whatever. You can change it right there. Okay, makes it simple to do that. Any of these other features, if you want to get any of the documents that we upload to the program, then you can click on the Google Drive, and it will show you access to all the blueprints or any documents right away that you can grab if you want to use them. Right there, you want to look on some blueprints or practice blueprints, they're all right here. That's something that's unique to us. We actually uploaded a lot of blueprints because we understand that during your exam prep experience, you're going to probably want to get familiar with blueprints. So we've given them to you. We've thought of just about everything in this program. So you've got all that. Now, flashcards. You click down here, and you've got flashcards. So you, depending on what unit you're in, you can do some flashcards. We got cables right here, and you look at it and it says, identification of a grounded conductor, white or gray, or any color other than green with 3 white or gray stripes, okay, but generally white or gray, and you just function through these cards, okay? Wiring methods allowed in ducts used to transport dust. None are allowed for that, okay? None could do that. So, we've thought about pretty much everything. But here's what's neat. You can actually go, and I like to do this in Unit 1. I can create any of my own flashcards that I want. Just go right down here. And this is what I encourage people to do. Using our electronic flashcard system. If I create a flashcard, and I want to do sizing, let's do this. Let's do sizing, equipment, grounding, conductors. okay, where would I go for that? And that would be 250.122, equipment, ground, and conductors. So I can save that, right? So now we'll kind of go through until we find ours. Sizing equipment, ground, and conductors, 250.122. There it is. So what I encourage you to do, and I really encourage students to do this, is create your own flashcards. And I recommend you doing them down here in Unit 1 so you can keep them all in a nice, tidy place. Do flashcards for all the articles so that you can start to learn to rattle these things off. There's a method to my madness, folks. When I teach Wednesday night classes, I teach a question dissection very slowly. People say, well, on exam, I've only got 2 minutes a question. When you're studying, you take 5 minutes a question, 10 minutes a question to truly learn how to dissect questions. Why? Because here's a little dirty secret. If I get you moving through the index and I get you moving through the code and look at what's in the index, that method of teaching that I've established over 30 years helps you retain what is and what is not in the index. And like a student that we just had today who tested in Nevada, he came out of there and said that he had enough time left that he could have done that test twice and still had time left over because he took our Fast Trax program and it's just like the easiest thing that he ever did. And it's because we make sure that this is a tough program. We really want to help you, and I'm there to help you along the way, but it is a tough program. Why? Because we want to over-prepare you, because this is important to you, and it's important to us that you're successful. So create the flashcards on every article. So to do that, you would just go, again, if you want to do, say, I don't know, let's just say article 210. Then you could say branch circuits, right? And you just save it. So when you get to it, oops, I went past it, didn't I? Sorry about that. I'll keep on getting it. As you can see, I've done a couple of these. So there's article 210, branch circuits. So you start learning 210 branch circuits, 215 feeders, 225 outside branch circuits and feeders. Okay, you start really learning 230 services, okay, 430 motors. You just start 422 appliances. You just start being able to rattle these things off. It's going to make you better in the field. It's going to make you that go-to person that all the other electricians out there in the field look up to, because you're going to be that person that they come to. And trust me, with that comes great responsibility and success, right? All right, so I encourage you to make flashcards on all important tables like 250.122 for equipment grounding conductors. I want you to make it for 250.102C1 for supply side bonding jumpers, grounding conductors, main bonding jumpers. I want you to size them for 250.66 for grounding electrode conductor sizing. Just do it and get used to doing motors. Do 430.248, 249, 250, trying to find the FLC, depending on whether it's single phase or three phase. The more you do this, the better you will become. And my whole concept of how I developed this program is to systematically walk you through the code. It's going to make you a better electrician. Don't just try to do it alone. I know you might be saying, Paul, but your course is expensive. How much does it cost you to fail? How much time is precious? In my program, it's designed in a way that if you follow the units, you will learn. It also is very constructive in how you learn. Not just trying to flip through here. You want to pass it. You want to pass it in the most efficient time. You want to actually retain it. Now, there's a difference. If you're taking those weekend crash courses and things like that try to teach you tips and tricks, you're going to lose that. Once you get out in the field, you're not going to remember it. And at the end of the day, I am a little selfish. I want you to pass your exam, but I want you to retain this information, because I'm going to be honest with you. Some of the electrical stuff that I see posted on some social medias like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and all that really makes my skin crawl, because these are people posting things that I know never had formal training. And we want you to learn the code, because a well-rounded electrician not only knows how to use the hands, but knows how to use the mind. And that's what our program's designed to do. All you got to do is go to some of our Facebook forums and all and hear past students, everybody raves about it. You're not going to hear anybody say anything negative about it, because if they did, then the chances are they'll be exposed for the fact that they didn't use the program like they were told. They didn't follow directions. They didn't finish the units. They didn't focus. And I can help you. But buying a course by itself is not the secret to passing. It's the commitment that you're going to make. That's the secret to passing. All right, so let's kind of get to a couple more things real quick. So there you go. So that's that. So you've got all this stuff in the reading material. Let's go on and get back to the course. So again, every unit, so you're going to go through that. You're going to watch the videos. You're going to do the assessments. You're going to do. So let's look at a competency review. What is that? So at the end of every unit, you're going to have something called a competency review. And you're going to have to physically type things in. Now, I always want a code reference. Do not give me an answer that does not have a code reference, or it will be marked wrong. Okay? If you don't get at least 70% on this competency review, then I'm going to make you do that unit over again before you move forward. You need to be getting above 70 or higher. Now, if you get 70 or higher, then I will share the answers to the questions you got wrong. All you'll have to do is go down here to the progress wheel, click on the progress wheel, and any of the reviews you have in here, you can click right on it and you can see what I've graded for you. So this is where you go to see all the reviews and everything that I've done for your work, okay? So in this competency review, you're going to use your code book. You're not going to just use the reading material you just went through. A lot of the stuff, we might ask you some questions that are not in your reading material. Why? Why would we even do that? Because we're checking you. We want to see that you learned the concepts within the reading material. And then we want to learn that you know how to navigate to the NEC. That's what those little chevrons are for, moving in and out. But can you still access the course material while you're doing your competency review? Absolutely. See this little book right here? Click on it. Check this out. If I'm in Unit 3, I go to the table of contents. Boom, right there. Unit 3. If the question's dealing with something in here, then I can go down and try to match up the answer to it, okay? So you have access to the book right here. Everywhere you go, you've got access. There's the metal boxes. That's the same information that you saw during your lesson, so it's always available to you, okay? Look, it's the most extensive program I know to teach you the code. And you know what? Everybody needs to know code. I don't care. Maybe some people's pride is too thick, and they think they don't need to learn code. This program is not just for exam prep. That's why we don't call it Fast Trax Exam Prep. We call it Fast Trax Black program. It's our base program. It teaches you what you need to know to pass an exam. But if you're somebody that just needs to increase their knowledge of the code, or maybe you're the lead person or the owner, and maybe your lead people need to take this because you want to make sure that everybody in your company is on the same page. We've got plenty of students that work for a company, and there's 5 or 6 students in that company that are already licensed, but they're going through our program because the owner wants all of his electricians to be on the same page. And there you go. That's why you would use this program. So you make sure you give your code references here. And then over here, you make sure you give the answer. Now, it's either A, B, C, or D. So you type in A, B, C, or D. Again, all of these questions here. And then once you've done it, you filled it all out, then you click the submit button. But here you go. Check. Let's say I was doing this one. I'm just going to throw some numbers in here. Let's say it was blah, 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 blah. And I picked answer, just for the hell of it, I picked answer A. All right, now, watch what happens. I can save this. And I want to come back later. Look, this is not a sprint. It's a marathon. So if I were to go away, watch this. Now I come back later. Oops, that's the wrong one. Sorry, that's your assessment. If I come back to the review, notice that it kept where you were at. It kept your information. So this is a feature I don't know that many students realize, but if you, rather than leave something blank, finish what you can, and then save your work right here. Save it. And then take your time and try to find that last answer, because you know what? There's something magical about a certain level of a score. If you start getting 85% and higher on these, you're going to have no problem on an electric exam. If you drop below 85%, you need to really study those answers that we give you when you go look up your review after I grade it. Go take your time and see why you got it wrong. Reread the question. Focus on, maybe you gave me something in feet when I wanted it in inches. And you think, well, Paul, they both are the same. What's the big deal? It's because I want you to think. There's a reason I asked for something in inches, because I want it in inches. There's a reason for that. It's to get you focused, laser focused on it, okay? So anyway, that's how you do it. And when you're done, you just submit the report, okay? Pretty straightforward. All right, so you're simply going to go through all of these one unit at a time, one section at a time, until you get down here. Now, there's a bunch of videos in here. I encourage you to watch all these videos. I've even got some of our really important Wednesday night sessions in here, okay? And then you've got practice exams. Loads of practice exams, folks. See all these? I want you to take them. It doesn't matter whether it says maintenance, residential, master. You need to be doing these. Now, what do we give you to help you use these? We give you a recommended study guide. It's available on our website. I'll show you where that's at. Download it. Basically, every week that you do a unit, or however you're doing your units, you want to make sure that you're also doing these practice exams, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you up front, there's about 8 questions in here that we don't like. I encourage you to find those. We call them Easter eggs. Email me, ask me if this is right. Don't ask me all of them, because again, it's going to be very obvious which one it is. And I will tell you what it is, okay? But we can't change those, because we buy this program, we buy these practice questions for your use. And there's a reason why we do that. Every student tells us that when they take their exam, amazing, the questions on the exam were very similar to the questions in the database. There's a reason for that, folks. We like the questions in this database. So there's over 800 questions in there. Out of all of those 800 questions, you're only going to find 8 of them that we feel are wonky, okay? That's a one heck of a good ratio, okay? So they're all there, do them all, and then when you get down to your last 2 weeks before you do your exam, then you're going to do these final ones in here, okay? Most definitely going to do these, okay? So you're really going to focus on them, and we have tips. There's a video here on how to find the root of a question. You make sure you watch this video. And of course, down here, these are our sample blueprints to kind of give you an idea what it looks like. Here's some blueprints. It gives you the ability to start learning what a blueprint looks like. Because people that use this program, they're preparing for an electrical plans examiner, ICC, E1, E2, E3. They use these programs. Engineers use this program to help for their engineering exam. Very little code on those exams, but they do use it. There's just so much here in this program, and it's all available to you, okay? So real quick, I wanted to show you how you were able to get to certain things, like the little study guide. It's kind of just a guide, lesson guide. I'll show you how you get to that real quick. So we're going to go to that. So here we're back at the website, in case you want to download that guide. You're going to go over here to the home button, click on it, scroll down to the bottom, and you see all these little links right here? Right here. See the 90-day study plan, 60-day study plan. You click this, you download it. That's the one we recommend. But if you've got more time than 90 days, still kind of follow this plan. And when you get done in 90 days, you're going to be so prepared. Then you can go back over things that you feel need to be more discussed, like Unit 8, Unit 11, Unit 13. Those are the toughest units in our program. So I'd rather you study with urgency and dedication using a study plan. But remember, you have access to our course, whether it's the Fast Trax Plus, you have access to a full year, or the Fast Trax Black, 1 full year. Just because we give you this study guide doesn't mean that you only have the program for 90 days or 60 days. You got it for a year, so relax. You got this. You're going to be able to nail it and get everything you need for your exam, okay? So again, we have some mini courses right here that are available. If you're in the Fast Trax Plus, you can get to these mini courses, and I'll just show you real quickly what that looks like. So here you've got all the programs, educational-wise. You've got, here's some practice exams, quiz 6, quiz 5, quiz 4, quiz 3, quiz 2. Here's quiz 1. You got, the basic electricity basics you can do. There's just great stuff here for you, and I hope that encourage you to check it out. If you're not familiar with our program, come to our website, sign up to be a member of our website. You don't have to buy to become a member, but you can, and one of the things you can actually do is you can actually go through a little demo of our Fast Trax Black program and kind of see what it looks like and what's involved in it. So here you can see it talks about it. You're able to start it, and it kind of breaks down what you're going to learn in each unit, and it's going to test you on that. It's going to ask you some questions to see if you understand it, right? It's going to break down what you learn in section 2, going to break down what you learn in section 3. So if you want to get a sneak peek and learn what in-depth things are covered in the Fast Trax program, then you know what? Do this free tutorial. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything, okay? All right. Hopefully you got something out of that. We're excited about the Fast Trax Plus. Again, the difference in the Fast Trax Plus versus the Fast Trax Black is the Plus gives you access to all of our videos. There are a lot of videos in the Fast Trax Black, but they're there as a courtesy. They aren't really a part of the program, but they're in there because I felt like I wanted to share them with you, and a lot of those we didn't create, okay? They're part of the package. But if you're in the Fast Trax Plus, you will get access to all of the exclusive information, right? And anybody that purchases the Fast Trax Plus from this date, which is July 16th until the 22nd, you will automatically get the Fast Trax Plus. Even though you're purchasing it and it looks like it's the Fast Trax Black, and you're gonna be able to do this. Guess what? You're gonna get the Fast Trax Black for $425, but we're gonna give you the upgrade to the Fast Trax Plus, so you're gonna get the annual added in to all of the videos, and it's going to cost you no additional cost. And that's only until we launch it on July 22nd. Once we launch it on July 22nd, Fast Trax Black is $425 currently. Prices can change, but you're going to be able to get the Fast Trax Plus, and it's going to include all of that. And I can't announce the price just yet, but it's not going to be more than simply taking the Fast Trax Black and adding the annual membership to it. It's going to be less than that. So it's a real good value. And that's going to be launched on July 22nd. So check it out. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it wasn't too long for you. And hopefully you get a better understanding of the differences in the two. Till next time, folks, stay safe. God bless.